Telecommunications. Definition. Telecommunication is the transmission of information by various types of technologies over wire, radio, optical, or other electromagnetic systems. It has its origin in the desire of humans for communication over a distance greater than that feasible with the human voice, but with a similar scales of expediency. Thus, slow systems, such as postal mail, are excluded from the field. The transmission media is telecommunication have evolved through numerous stages of technology, from beacon and other visual signals, such as smoke signals, semaphore telegraphs, signal flags, and optical heliographs. The electrical cable can electromagnetic radiation, including light. History. Beacons and pigeons. Homing pigeons have occasionally been used throughout history by different cultures. Pigeon post had Persian roots and was later used by Romans to aid their military Fortunus said that Julius Caesar used pigeon as a messenger in his conquest of Gaul. Radio and television. Starting in 1894, Italian inventor Guglielmo Marconi began developing a wireless communication using the then newly discovered phenomenon of radio waves, showing by 1901 that they could be transmitted across the Atlantic Ocean. Computer network and the Internet. The Internet. On 11 September 1940, George Stibitz transmitted problems for his complex number calculator in New York using a teletype and received the computed results back at Dartmouth College in New Hampshire. This configuration of a centralized computer mainframe with remote dump terminals remained popular well into the 1970s. Wireless telecommunication. The wireless revolution began in 1990s with the advent of digital wireless network, leading to a social revolution and paradigms shift from wired to wireless technology, including the prolifer- pro- profiler- proliferation of commercial wireless technologies such as cell phones, mobile technologies, pagers, wireless computer networks, cellular networks, the wireless internet, and laptop and handheld computers with wireless connections. Technical concepts. Basic elements: a transmitter that takes information and converts it to a signal. A transmission medium, also called the physical channel that carried the signal. An example of this is the free space channel. A receiver that takes the signal from the channel and back convert it back into usable information for the recipient. Telecommunication networks. A telecommunication network is a collection of transmitters, receivers, and communication channels that send messages to one another. Some digital communications network contains one or more routers that work together transmit information on the correct user. An analog communications network consists of one or more switches that establish a connection between two or more users. Modern media, telephony or phone. In telephone network, the caller is connected to the person to whom they wish to talk by switches at various telephone exchanges. The switches form an electrical connection between the two users, and the setting of these switches is determined electronically when the code deals the number. Once the connection is made, the caller's voice transmitted to an electrical signal using a small microphone in the caller's handset. This electrical signal is then sent out the network to the user at the other end, where it is transformed back into sound by a small speaker in that person's handset. Radio and television. In broadcast system, in central high-powered broadcast, tower transmits a high-frequency electromagnetic wave to numerous low-powered receivers. The high-frequency wave sent by tower is modulated with a signal containing visual or audio information. The receiver is then tuned so as to pick up the high-frequency wave, and a demodulator is used prior to signal containing the visual or audio information. Internet. The Internet is a worldwide network of computers and computer networks that communicate with each other using in the Internet Protocol (IP). Any computer on the Internet has a unique IP address that can be used by other computers to route information to it. Hence, any computer on the Internet can send message to any other computer using its IP address. Thank you for your spending time. This presentation reached you thanks to Telecommunications.